Dorothy Simmons was 72 years old. She lived alone in a small apartment in a quiet suburb outside of Columbus, Ohio. Her husband had passed away 5 years earlier, and her daughter Karen lived on the other side of the city with her own family. Dorothy had one grandchild, Karen's son, Tyler. He was 19 years old. This past spring he had started college at a university 4 hours away and moved into the dorms. When Tyler was younger, things were different. He came over every weekend. She could hear him taking the apartment stairs 2 at a time before he even knocked. He ate second helpings and spent whole afternoons watching television until he fell asleep on her couch. Dorothy would look at him sleeping and pull a blanket over his shoulders. When his breathing evened out, the room felt full in a way that was hard to explain. That was enough. The days he came over, the whole apartment felt warmer. Middle school came, and the visits dropped off. High school came, and they dropped off more. She understood. He was busy. When he did come, he still ate well and sat beside her for a while before heading back. Those small moments carried her. They stayed with her longer than he probably knew. But after he left for college, the contact nearly stopped. If Dorothy texted first, he replied, but always briefly. Hey, yeah, I'm good. Just busy. I'll call soon. Those same lines every time. Dorothy would read his replies and sit with them for a while. She wanted to write more but never knew what to say. Karen had told her that kids his age didn't like long messages. So Dorothy kept it short too. Did you eat? And then she waited. She got used to waiting. Getting used to something is not the same as being okay with it. Some evenings she would sit with the television on and find herself looking at the spot on the couch where Tyler used to fall asleep. The cushion was still a little flattened from years of use. She would look away. I'm being silly, she told herself. She told herself that more than once. It didn't help much. One evening in April, Karen stopped by with containers of leftovers. They sat in the living room and talked for a while. And then Karen said, Tyler doesn't reach out much anymore, does he, Mom? Dorothy nodded. He's that age. He's got a lot going on. Karen thought for a moment, then took out her phone, tapped something, and handed it to her mother. Mom, try this. It's called ChatGPT. Everyone uses it now. Tyler does too. You could use it to practice finding ways to talk to him. Dorothy looked at the screen. A white box. A blinking cursor. You type something and it answers, Karen explained. Dorothy tilted her head. I wouldn't even know what to ask. It's a computer. Karen smiled. Just try it. It's like talking to someone. You'll see. After Karen left, Dorothy set the phone on the coffee table and looked at it for a while. It still felt strange to type questions into a machine. She turned on the television, watched the news. A show came on, but she kept thinking about Tyler. What was he eating? Was he sleeping enough? Was the dorm lonely at night? She had so many things she wanted to ask him, but whenever she opened a text message she went blank. Too short felt cold, too long felt like nagging. She could never find the right middle. She picked up the phone, opened the app Karen had installed. The white screen waited. Dorothy typed slowly, one letter at a time. How'd I talk to a 19-year-old grandson? The answer came in seconds. She read it carefully. Young people today tend to prefer short, low-pressure conversations, it said. Starting with everyday things works well. A photo of something she made, a quick question about his day. Something small and easy to respond to. And one more thing, using casual expressions they recognize can make the message feel more natural and familiar. That part stayed with her. Expressions they recognize. The ones Tyler used sometimes might as well have been another language. She typed again. What are some phrases young people use a lot right now? Things that wouldn't sound strange coming from a grandma. The answer came. She read through the examples. Some made her squint. Some made her smile. But one made sense. Instead of saying looks delicious, young people often say, this is a whole vibe or I'm obsessed. She remembered Tyler once saying something like that about her meatloaf. She had not understood at the time. Now she did. It was a compliment. She laughed softly to herself. She typed one more thing. Can you write some examples of a short text I could send to my grandson in college? Nothing that feels like too much pressure. The app wrote out a few examples. Dorothy read them and started adjusting. She didn't want to copy the machine's words. She wanted her own words. She just hadn't known how to start. Seeing the examples gave her the beginning she needed. She drafted a message to Tyler. Deleted it. Wrote it again. Deleted that too. On the third try she started the way the app had suggested. Tyler, I made chicken soup tonight. Put in extra noodles the way you like it. Took a picture. Come eat it sometime. She took a photo of the soup pot. Steam still rising. Noodles visible through the broth. She attached it and hit send. Then she set the phone down and waited. About an hour later, his reply came. Oh man, that looks so good. Are those egg noodles? Can I come this weekend? Dorothy read it twice. Can I come this weekend? She smiled without making a sound. She wrote back immediately. Of course. I'll make a whole pot. After that she opened ChatGPT often. At first it was only about texting Tyler. But she started asking other things too. What do college students eat these days? What kind of music do they like? What's a good thing to say when someone finishes exams? The app answered everything clearly and without making her feel slow. She wrote things down in a small notepad she kept on the kitchen counter. One day Tyler sent her a message that included a phrase she didn't know. She typed it into the app. No cap meant he was being completely honest, not exaggerating. She read the explanation twice. It wasn't rude. It was earnest. She liked that. She felt a small shift, knowing one more piece of the world Tyler lived in. The weekend came. Tyler drove up. Dorothy had made soup again and added a few extra dishes. She had asked the app beforehand. What do 19-year-old guys usually love about home cooking? It gave her a short list. Anything with beef, mashed potatoes, something sweet at the end. She made a pot roast. She had been up early getting it started. When Tyler walked in, he stopped and breathed in. That smells amazing. His eyes lit up. Dorothy said casually, I thought you might like it. Tyler tilted his head. Did I say something about pot roast? She smiled. You always loved it when you were little. He nodded and went to the table. While they ate, Tyler said, Grandma, your texts have been different lately. Dorothy kept eating. Have they? He pulled out his phone and showed her one. She had sent the soup photo with the message underneath. Like this. Before it was always just did you eat. But lately it feels different somehow. Dorothy said nothing and kept eating. A little while later Tyler said, Did someone help you with this? Or are you using something? Dorothy hesitated. Then she unlocked her phone. Opened the app. Handed it to him. This. Karen put it on here. I didn't know what to say to you, so I've been asking it. Tyler looked at the screen. The conversation history was still there. How'd I talk to a 19-year-old grandson? What phrases do young people use? What should I say when he finishes exams? What does no cap mean? He scrolled for a long time. Then he looked up. His eyes were red. Grandma. His voice was different. Dorothy put her fork down. What? He set the phone on the table. You asked all of this because of me. She didn't answer. The silence was the answer. Tyler blinked once. Tears ran down his face. This 19-year-old sat at her kitchen table and cried. I've been so bad at staying in touch. Dorothy reached across and patted his hand once. That's enough. Now eat. Tyler stayed through the evening. He washed the dishes. She told him not to and he did them anyway. They watched a show together on the couch. He sat close to her. The same spot where he used to fall asleep as a boy. His shoulder was warm against hers. Dorothy watched the screen and felt the warmth. And did not say anything about it. This had been gone for too long. And now it was back. Right here beside her. When Tyler left, he stood at the door. And said, I'm going to come more often, Grandma. I mean it. She nodded. Good. I'll always have something ready. He smiled, putting on his shoes. From now on just ask me directly instead of asking ChatGPT. She smiled back. Only if you actually answer. He went down the stairs and turned once at the bottom. I will. That night before she went to bed she sent him a text. Make it home okay? He replied quickly. Yeah, I'm good. That was really good tonight. I'll be back soon. Dorothy read it and set the phone on the nightstand. Turned off the light. Looked at the dark ceiling for a while. It had been a long time since a night felt this full. Nothing unusual had happened, but it was enough. Things changed after that. Tyler's messages came more often. Short ones. The cafeteria food is terrible today. Just finished my last exam. Sometimes just "Hey, Grandma." She answered everyone quickly. And sometimes she still opened the app. She would type, "What's a good thing to say?" When your grandson tells you he did well on a test, the app would answer. She would read it and then write something of her own. "Good. I knew you could. Come tell me about it." If this story meant something to you, please subscribe. There are lives like Dorothy's everywhere, quietly reaching across the gap. We'll keep telling them. Thank you for listening.